About 6 months ago, we met with DJI to look over a new Mavic prototype and give our honest feedback.
The Mavic Pro is by far our favorite drone because it's so compact we can bring it with us everywhere we go. The camera quality is good enough that it gets the job done, and it's so easy to fly.
If there was one thing on our wish list for DJI, it was that they would increase the camera quality, and it looks like they delivered.
We'll briefly cover some specs, and then we'll take you along with us on our first test flight. Let's go. We should do a disclaimer for the beginning. Be like, side note, this is semi-biased review because we've been involved with DJI for the past year, but they haven't paid us at all to make this video. They did send us this drone ahead of time so we could check it out, but they didn't tell us what to say.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. DJI has released two new versions of the Mavic, the Pro and the Zoom. The Pro is priced at $1449 USD and the Zoom is $1249. The Pro has a better camera sensor and the Zoom has the ability to do optical zoom from 24 to 48 millimeters. DJI sent us the Pro, so that's what we'll be taking a look at today, but just know that the Pro will give you a better overall image and the Zoom will give you some added flexibility and creativity with the optical zoom.
There's not much of a noticeable size difference between the Mavic 1 and the Mavic 2. The Mavic 2 is slightly taller and longer, but weighs about 2 pounds, whereas the Mavic 1 weighs only about 1.6.
The camera on the Mavic Pro 2 has been jointly designed with Hasselblad and the sensor size has been almost doubled to 1 inch. It's capable of shooting 20 megapixel photos, which is a nice upgrade from the first Mavic Pro, which only shot 12 megapixel photos. Like the original Mavic, it shoots 4K Ultra HD footage at 24 frames per second, but it can now handle 120 frames per second at 1080p, whereas the original Mavic could only do 96. The max video bitrate got a much needed boost from 60 to 100 megabits per second, which should result in higher quality footage that doesn't fall apart as quickly when applying color correction and grading. It's also got a slightly tighter field of view than its predecessor. The lens is a full frame equivalent of a 28mm, and this now has a variable aperture of f2.8 to 11, whereas the first Mavic had a fixed aperture of f2.2. This comes in handy if you're shooting video and you forget your ND filters.
They've added more sensors to the Mavic to help you fly safely. It now has omnidirectional obstacle sensing, covering left and right, up and down, forward and backward.
Both the speed and duration of the Mavic got a bit of an upgrade as well. The max speed on the Mavic 2 Pro is 44.7 miles per hour and has a maximum flight time of 31 minutes. This makes the new Mavic about 4 miles an hour faster and lasts 4 minutes longer.
Hey, that's what she said.
And you can definitely tell they've increased the battery size. It's a lot thicker.
That's what she said.
One last thing before we head out to fly. We need to register our drone with the FAA. It costs $5 and takes all of 30 seconds, so make sure you do it if you live in the US. Make sure you put your registration number somewhere on your aircraft. We like to put ours under one of the wings on the Mavic. On that note, please make sure you know where you can and cannot fly. We use the app Hover to check for things like temporary flight restrictions due to Dodger games. Since we recently got our FAA Part 107 certifications, we can also use an app like AirMap to file for FAA waivers to fly in restricted areas.
From the top. Okay. Drop that. Yeah. Feel the funk, y'all. Yeah. Feel the funk, y'all. Yeah. You lay back in the cut. What's up? What's up? From Alpha to Omega, VHS to Beta, PlayStation to Sega, my skill is still greater. The sickest thing since VD, wicked like VG. Live my life crooked like the left finger on ET. Please believe me, this be the realest thing I ever wrote. Right after talking to Pac, puffing on heavy smoke. Laugh now, cry later. My only dream in life was to rock a mic up in front of you spectators and rock shell toes, not gators. Show love, not haters. I'm switching over like crossfaders to a better time and place where it's safe and they can't judge a nigga by the color of his face, but by the content of the way that I spit these letters. I'm kicking it with white boys in old navy sweaters, ball cap low on my eye, cause sometimes I'm listening to my style so much, I'm just trying to get by, I'm just saying. For real, I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all out to a musical extravaganza called the Nite Project.
With the release of the Mavic 2 comes a new intelligent flight mode, the Hyperlapse. There's a few different options, but our favorite is the circle. This allows you to select a point of interest and have the drone automatically fly around it, taking photos. You can set the shooting interval time, the length of the hyperlapse, and the direction it flies. You then choose your point of interest and tap go and let the drone go to work. Just note that you'll want to have plenty of battery life and card space. For this hyperlapse, it took 4 minutes and 17 seconds, and it took 125 photos. It then compiles the hyperlapse automatically, which saves the post-production work. But we also chose to save the individual RAW files, so we have 125 20-megapixel DNG files that we can edit in Lightroom and then have more flexibility with a larger resolution. We can zoom in and out and add rotation this way, and get a higher quality hyperlapse with a little extra effort. If panoramas are your thing, go crazy, baby.
The Mavic Pro was already our favorite drone, and now they've integrated what is essentially the camera of the Phantom 4 Pro V2 into the foldable and compact form factor of the Mavic. This makes it the ultimate drone for people who want a solid camera without lugging a Phantom or even an Inspire around on shoots. If you've been holding out on buying a drone and looking to jump in at this price point, this is a great option. If you're looking to upgrade from your Mavic 1, this is a no-brainer. And while the Mavic 2 Zoom has optical zoom, the better sensor on the Pro makes it the best option for us.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at the new Mavic 2 Pro.
Every Monday we put out photography and filmmaking tutorials that don't waste your time, so hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.